First, I'm going to be whispering all of this video. My dad is sleeping in the next room. I don't want to wake him up, so this is going to be a way more low-key video than the other one, than like the last 10. So if you're looking to be entertained, I would turn back now. If you're looking to pass out, I would absolutely hang in there. You're probably going to pass out here in a couple minutes. At least I do. Whenever I'm whispering, I can't pay attention to whatever the hell I'm talking about. I have the Rode, singular Rode, with me, and I don't have the other one with me. Do I wish I did? Yes, I do very much, but it's not with me, so I'm gonna have to deal with it for now. Anyway, we're gonna talk about food this video, and for good reason. If you guys remember the last video, I don't know if you browsed in the comments. Let me see if I can find it. Where was it? No, not that one. Yeah, right here in the way too many F-bombs video. When I was talking at the beginning about people scamming me, Joseph Conkle, awesome viewer actually, commented at 155, if you're talking about me in reference to scamming, I'm sorry. All I was doing was answering the question. No one else was answering. I did not mean to make you feel like I was scamming you. Now, I don't know if anyone knew what the hell Joseph was talking about. I actually responded to it. I said, oh my God, not at all. No, no, no. That was my dad, by the way, if any of you heard that weird moan. He tosses and turns. Sorry. Anyway, I said, oh my God, no, not at all. You're awesome, dude. You'll be in the next video. Hashtag pantry stocked. That was just a sick ass run. Now let's talk about what that actually meant. Back, I don't know, a couple weeks ago now, the community post where I showed you guys my pantry. Sorry, I have to look around for it. Oh, here we go. So I said, for those of you here for fitness stuff, I show you the rest of my consumables, not just my fridge I showed you in the last video. I feel like it's important to show you everything. Please excuse any messes. And I go on to say the freezer, I like fish, cod, ahi, salmon, yada yada. Anyway, I showed you guys what I had. I'll scroll through here. Sorry for people that didn't see. Shrink it down a little bit. I go through my freezer. I show I've got ahi, cod, some vegetables in there. I've got my whey proteins on the counter. I have my pantry, which has beans, tuna, oils, spices, and stuff on the top. And then on the second, my favorite row, probably just because of the nut butters. I gotta get more of these. RX nut butters are so fucking good. Oh my God. The Nutso is super good also. Forgot to even mention the Starbucks Via packets behind there. You got some Shin Ramen poking out, sorry. And the sweet potato pasta. Dude, I just had some sweet potato pasta tonight actually, and some salmon. Maybe I'll take a picture. No, I won't. I'm sorry. So, one of the first comments actually was by Jax saying, I'd love to try a diet like fish and sweet potato pasta because I want to diversify my diet with salmon and other health foods, but they're all so expensive. Yes, I'll stick to chicken and rice. So I respond with, first, chicken and rice is delicious, and I'll never knock it. Second, if you do want to try sweet potato pasta and some other stuff, email me. I'll toss you $20 to Amazon. They carry it there. I also should have saw this. Every time my dad snores or mumbles some shit in his sleep, it throws me off. Expect me to get thrown off a lot this video. So I continue. I also should have saw this coming up. I got the trivia going, so I'm fielding trivia questions also. So I continue. I also should have saw this coming a mile away. Guys, first 10 people to reply to this comment with what pantry item they'd buy from my stash gets $15 to Amazon if you want it. You'll have to email me at blah 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 blah, and then I say I'd give you guys more, but as it goes, if I were a rich man, I actually did put that in there. And then so Joseph Conkle coming in with the first request. I don't know, probably tuna. Strong choice, by the way. Of all the options in there, I would go for the protein powder first, actually. Probably above the tuna just because of sheer size. But tuna was strong, so I reply, hell yeah, sent. You should have it by now, let me know if not. So I sent Joseph the $15 for Amazon. Then after that, Jacob965 comes in and says, "Scoops all the way, so good and salty at the same time," talking about the Fritos. So Jacob came in, asked for some scoops. I reply with, "Hell yeah, scoops for the win, email me," and I did. So I hooked Jacob up with $15 also. So Jason McCain's comes in next. "You have a lot to choose from, but probably going with the Nutso. Is that like a healthy peanut butter?" I reply with, "Nutso is bomb. I love it. Email me," and it is. Nutso is fucking awesome. They sell at Costco. It's a bunch of combination of different kinds of nuts. It's really, really good. It's not cheap. If you can afford it, get it. It's so good. So anyway, Jason McCain's sends me an email, okay? And this is where shit got squirrely and very, very funny. Now, I was originally going to show you guys the email exchange, the actual Outlook email exchange. I am not going to do that. I don't want to accidentally reveal anyone's email addresses. What is important is at that time, I caught something and inadvertently led me to find out all of those people that requested that food was all Joseph Conkle. Joseph was using alternate email addresses to raid the fucking pantry. So at this point I die and I just call him out on it in the email, and I actually go, "Joseph, are you using multiple accounts to get more money?" And he was totally fucking honest with me, and he goes, "Dude, I feel so bad about it. I'm so sorry." So like I said, I was fucking dead, and I don't want to say I care. I didn't care. Guys, it's the opposite of me not caring. I fucking do care. I care about you, so I want to hook you up. Don't feel bad about this shit if you're going to the extent like this. I already got you. And I even factored this in to prove it. I want to avert your attention to something that many of you have seen already. That was the Christmas/Hanukkah video where I was asking you guys to give me jokes, comments, and I was going to pay you for the Christmas jokes. If you go back to it, let me see if I can find it. Read it before bed. Here we go. If you actually go back to the rules that I left in this one, they pretty much hold true for all my videos and all my games. Again, be cool, people. Be cool here. Once I tell you what this is, don't go fucking nuts. But yeah, Joseph was in fact playing by the rules. Check this out. This is very important. If I catch you using multiple accounts to cash in multiple prizes, I will be very upset with you. Let's be real though. If you're going that far, you probably need the money really bad, so I won't ban you. But come on, people. It's the holidays. Let's share. So, using this logic, Joseph needed the cash. He wouldn't have gone to that extent if not. And I'm a man of my word. Joseph's getting hooked the fuck up if that's the case. So, going back to the thread after I called Joseph out in the email exchange, Joseph goes, "My bad, fam. I'm done. I'll give other people a chance." So I respond with, "I'm dead, dude. You are so funny. If nobody else jumps in here by tomorrow morning, I give you full permission to keep going. Not kidding. It's called stalking the pantry, motherfuckers." So nobody even sees that. And sure enough, Joseph goes, "I guess I'll be back tomorrow if no one answers." And so he does come back. I'm sleeping at this time, so I wake up to like all of these things, and it just killed me. Joseph goes, "I'm gonna go with the protein powder. Gotta stay ripped." Continues, "Maybe," does the thinking emoji, "olive oil." Says, "Gotta have bush beans, bro." Continues, "That's some nice Swiss Miss hot chocolate. Gimme that. Some organic pasta sauce." That's true. He got the 365 arrabbiata pasta sauce from Whole Foods. "Wild Alaskan cod. Drink up the chicken." Sorry, I was about to laugh. I gotta be careful with these roads because they pick up so much. All the sibilant sounds. And says, "Drink up the chicken stock," with the getting sick emoji. Anyway, so that was all of them. And I say, "Okay, give me till tonight. I'm gonna hook you up fat. You know this is going in a video, right?" And he says, "No, I did not know. Also, how rude of me. I did not say good morning. But since it's not morning, good afternoon." Was that the end of it? Let's see. And then, oh yeah, I did not this afternoon. So yeah, I emailed him and I sent Joseph a bunch of money, enough to cover the cost of all the goods, so we could get him to get pantry stocked, so that's what I replied with, is pantry stocked, epic win, check your email, buddy. He says, sorry I wasn't able to respond, keep on rocking. Very cool. It was an excellent fucking exchange. Joseph is high up there on the win board now, if there is one. I don't know how much you guys each have. Feel free to share. If you want to share how much money you've won on the channel in the comments, feel free. That would be hilarious. I'm curious well, Adam's won the most. There's no fucking way Adam hasn't won the most. Dude, Adam and I Got Worms, Carissa, got the most back in the day when I was doing the high dollar, like $200, $150, $200, $300, $350 Amazon prizes, where it was just one a pop when I first started all of this stuff, all the trivia stuff. It was higher prizes. Now I do more questions, lower prize value, so more people can get in there. Anyway, yeah, so in terms of like leaderboard, it would probably be Adam and Carissa, but I wonder who else. No, there's some other. Now this win, and Joseph also won some other stuff at other times as well. I am so curious what the tallies are. I don't want to make it rude, because I don't want to talk about money or anything like that, but I don't even keep score or anything like that. So yeah, feel free if you guys want to share how much you ever made. That would be so funny to see that in the comments. So that is that. That was Joseph Conkle absolutely fucking destroying that community post and stock in the pantry. Good job, Joseph. I love you, brother. Now, we're going to do a couple of things. This isn't a throwaway. This is because I miss you guys, and so I wanted to at least be able to make a video while my family is in town. And so we're just going to talk about food. I'm assuming a lot of you are already passed out. Most of you are probably passed out already. So what we're going to do is first talk a little bit about potatoes. Tom, food. He's becoming like a foodie extraordinaire. I love eating everything Tom puts out. He's really good with potatoes. Makes fantastic homemade fries, soft on the middle, crispy on the outside. Makes fantastic sliced up potatoes. Everyone in the house actually makes really, really good potatoes with any kind of seasoning. A really good taco seasoning, actually a Kinder's taco seasoning with sliced potatoes, little new potatoes, is actually really delicious. Anyway, I thought we would just read a really quick article on the difference between russet potatoes and white potatoes. I just thought it was interesting. Popped into my head completely fucking randomly, so let's learn about it. If you're craving the perfectly crisp French fry or a smooth, creamy potato salad, the first step is choosing the right potato. With so many varieties out there, varying in color, size, and shape, it can be difficult to discern what potato is best suited for which dish. Russet and white potatoes are two of the most readily available potato varieties, but despite some similarities in appearance, they have a vastly different I put an A in there. They have vastly different characteristics, which makes them each better suited for different potato dishes. Is it okay if I pronounce potato like that? Potato. I'm gonna try it. Shape, skin, and flesh. Russet potatoes tend to be larger and more oblong in shape than white potatoes. Potatoes. With their brown, russet, and colored skin and beige white flesh color, russets also have a tougher skin. While edible, the skin on russets is most commonly kept for rustic potato dishes such as skin-on French fries. White potatoes, on the other hand, are smaller and oval-shaped with a smoother, more delicate yellow-white colored skin. The flesh of white potatoes is smooth and pure white. When cooked, russet potatoes have a dry, fluffy, floury texture and a mild, earthy taste. Cooked cooked white potatoes have a gently creamy texture that is denser than that of russets, and while mild tasting, is a little sweet. Starch and moisture content. Russet potatoes are high starch potatoes, which are also known as floury potatoes. This means they have a low moisture content and will turn mealy when cooked. I didn't know mealy was a word. Russet potatoes, like all starchy potatoes, do not hold their shape well after cooked. Do not hold their shape well after cooked, unless cooked whole with the skin on. White potatoes are medium starch potatoes, also known as all-purpose potatoes. Okay, so white potatoes are medium starch. Okay. As medium starch potatoes, white potatoes also have moderate moisture content, and while they can be used to make fluffy, starchy potato dishes like mashed potatoes, they hold their shape better than russet potatoes do. Okay. Cooking russet potatoes. Russet potatoes are well suited baking, frying, mashing, and roasting, although they are not recommended for potato dishes where the potato needs to keep its shape, such as for Hasselback potatoes or for potato gratin. That shit's good. Russets are ideal for making French fries as they fry up to a crisp golden brown, and they can also be used to make skin-on baked potatoes. They are perhaps best known for being a wonderful potato for mashing, producing fluffy, light mashed potatoes. Cooking white potatoes. Okay, I'll say it real now. Cooking white potatoes. White potatoes are best suited for frying, mashing, steaming, and boiling, and for making potato salads. The denser flesh of white potatoes means that cut cooked pieces will not disintegrate when they are dressed, because they contain a moderate amount of starch. White potatoes can also be used to make mashed potatoes, although they will produce a less fluffy mashed potato than russets. As their skins are more delicate, white potatoes do not need to be peeled before mashing or for making salads, as they hold their shape well when peeled and cooked. White potatoes work well for potato gratins and other sliced baked potato dishes. And there's others as russet versus Yukon and all that, but I just want to talk about the white potato versus russet because I actually thought that white potatoes and russet potatoes were the same thing, and when I found out they were not, I was shocked. Why is the camera flashing? I thought, I was like, dude, I just put in a new SD card. I got like 4 hours. Am I that long-winded? I thought that entire first section was just me talking for 4 hours for a second. Okay, next. I told Scooter I would read something for him, and so, look, man, I'm gonna just read the Nutella Wikipedia page, okay? Is that okay with you guys? Are you even up right now? No, you're not. You're passed out because I'm whispering. Or are you turned away when you heard it? There's zero fucking chance Tom is listening to this right now. Dude, one of the main reasons I went to non-whisper is because of Tom. My best friend doesn't listen to my fucking videos. Yeah, of course I have to change it from non-whispering. Okay. Oh my god, that's good. Oh, I gotta stretch. See, the issue with roads, though, is they're so sensitive. Like, if I get really close, I don't even know if I'm redlining it right now. Like, I can get right into your ear over here, but I don't know if it's gonna pop if I take out sounds, if I need to take out sounds or anything like that. Okay, I'll back off a little bit. Nutella. I'm sorry. Oh, that feels better. I'm sorry if I'm being like a weird slob, but I have to stretch. Okay, Nutella. That is the most like phonetic explanation I've ever seen. How many countries is Nutella for it to have that much like already? US, UK, Italian. Okay, anyway. Nutella is a brand of sweetened hazelnut cocoa spread. Nutella is manufactured by the Italian company Ferrero and was first introduced in 1964, although its first iteration dates to 1963. The history. Pietro, you hear my stomach grumbling? Pietro Ferrero, I think that's pronounced, yeah, owned a bakery in Alba, an Italian known for the production of hazelnuts. I'm sorry, an Italian town. I thought Alba was a dude for a second. You know what? I'm gonna start over. Oh, dude, actually, before I even get into this, I'm sorry, Scooter. I got pistachios. Instead of chips, I'm gonna go ahead and do pistachios for right now. Here it is. Oh, warning, eating sounds. I think I just hit the thingy too. Will it crack open? Okay, sorry. History. Starting over. Pietro Ferrero owned a bakery in Alba, an Italian town known for the production of hazelnuts. In 1946, he sold the initial 300-kilogram batch of pasta gianduja. Actually, that's gianduja, derived from gianduja, I'm guessing. Originally sold as a solid block, Ferrero started to sell a creamy version in 1951 as Super Crema Gianduja. Am I saying that right? Any Italians out there? Sorry. I'm incredibly rude. In 1963, Ferrero's son, Michel Ferrero, revamped Super Crema Gianduja with the intention of marketing it throughout Europe. Its composition was modified, and it was renamed Nutella. Oh, thank you, for the love of God. That's much easier. The first jar of Nutella left the factory in Alba on April 20th, 1964. The product was an instant success and remains widely popular. Whoa, easy there. In 2012, French Senator Yves Daudigny, hey, give me some normal words, please. Stop it. It's Nutella. It's supposed to be an easy read. Proposed a tax increase on palm oil from 100 euros to 400 per ton. At 20%, palm oil is one of Nutella's main ingredients, and the tax was dubbed the Nutella tax in the media. On May 14th, 2014, Poste Italiane issued a 50th anniversary Nutella commemorative stamp. The 70 € stamp was designed by it says Istituto Poligrafico Eseca dello Stato. Shouldn't that be Instituto? I guess that's how you spell it. Anyway, and features a jar of Nutella on a golden background. Ferrero held a Nutella Day on 17th and 18th May to celebrate the anniversary. Ingredients. The main ingredient of Nutella are sugar and palm oil, greater than 50%. It also contains hazelnuts at 13%, cocoa solids, and skimmed milk. In the United States and the UK, Nutella contains soy products. Nutella is marked as hazelnut cream in many countries. Under Italian law, it cannot be labeled as a coconut cream as it does not meet minimum cocoa solids concentration criteria. Ferrero uses 25% of the global supply of hazel. What the fuck? I have to stop myself from reading this sentence just to read it again. Ferrero uses 25% of the global supply of hazelnuts, though not all of this is used exclusively in Nutella. Is that a bafflingly large percentage, or am I fucking insane? I feel that's a big percentage. Okay. In November 2017, the company modified the recipe slightly, increasing the sugar and lighter in tone, the Hamburg Consumer Protection Center estimated that the cocoa content was also reduced. Some news outlets reported that the modification of the recipe led to consumers being outraged or going nuts. Okay, very funny. I see what you did there. Can you guys hear my dad snoring in the other room? That's him. One more. Okay, good. The traditional Piedmont recipe, gianduja, was a mixture containing approximately 71.5% hazelnut paste and 19.5% chocolate. It was developed in Piedmont, Italy, due to a lack of cocoa beans after post-war rationing reduced availability of the raw material. Ingredients by country. Many countries have a different ingredient list for the Nutella formula. No fucking way, dude. I want to get the one that has like the most hazelnut and cacao and least amount of palm oil. And then I'll just import that one because I'm spoiled as fuck. Australia, sugar, palm oil, hazelnuts, skim milk powder, cocoa powder, non-fat milk solids, emulsifier, flavor. You know what? I don't even care about a trivia thing right now. I'm fucking lazy. First, 3 people to say, give me Nutella gets $20. 3 people. First 3 people to say, give me Nutella in the comments gets $20 to Amazon. Okay? And sorry, and you're welcome. Okay. Canada, sugar, modified. Wait, did I read the Australia ingredients? Yeah, I think I did. Canada, sugar, modified palm oil, hazelnuts, cocoa, skim milk powder, whey powder, lecithin, vanilla. Germany, Ferrero has confirmed that it has changed the recipe of its chocolate and hazelnut spread, sparking a huge backlash among the fans of the brand. I love that so much. I like that we live in Idiocracy. Cody, have you seen Idiocracy yet, dude? Okay. Yeah, a problem like that is something that would be handled by President Camacho. The fact that the public is outraged at the fact that Nutella changed their ingredients. India, sugar, palm oil, hazelnuts, 13%, skim cow milk powder, 8.7%, low-fat cocoa powder, 7.4%, emulsifier, lecithin. Wow, it even gives the lecithin number, INS 322. Contains added flavor, nature, identical flavoring, substance, vanillin. Okay, cool. Italy, sugar, palm oil, hazelnuts, 13%, fat reduced cocoa powder, skimmed milk powder, whey powder, emulsifier, flavorant. UK, sugar, palm oil, hazelnuts, so everything's pretty much got the sugar, palm oil, and hazelnuts at 13%. Skim milk powder, fat reduced cocoa, emulsifier by soya as the lecithin, and vanillin. Okay, here you go. United States, sugar, palm oil, hazelnuts, cocoa, skim milk, reduced minerals, whey, milk, lecithin as emulsifier, soy, vanillin, artificial flavor, and you like how they put no fucking percentages on the US one. Every other country, well, except Germany and Canada. So Canada and the US appear to be secretive about their actual percentages. Nutrition. It's hilarious that they would have this labeled under nutrition. Nutella contains 10.4% of saturated fat and 58% of processed sugar by weight. A 2 tablespoon, 37 gram serving of Nutella contains 200 calories, including 99 calories from 11 grams of fat, 3.5 of which are saturated, and 80 calories from 21 grams of sugar. The spread also contains 15 milligrams of sodium and 2 grams of protein per serving. For reference, a Canadian serving size is 1 tablespoon or 19 grams. 2 grams of protein per serving, 1 potato. I don't know what the fuck they just told me. I don't know, it's late. I want Nutella. Production. Nutella is produced in various facilities in the North American market. It is produced at a plant in Brantford, Ontario, Canada. Oh, North American, okay. And more recently in San Jose, Iturbide, Guanajuato, what? Okay. Mexico. For Australia and New Zealand, Nutella has been manufactured in Lithgow, New South Wales since the late 1970s. 2 of the 4 Ferrero plants in Italy produce Nutella, in Alba, Piedmont, and in St. Angelo de Lombardy in Campania. Campania? Are you kidding me? Is that from the Christopher Walken SNL thing? I think it is. No, that's Champagne. I'm an idiot. In France, a production facility is located in, I'm not going to even attempt that name. For Eastern Europe, including Southeast Europe, Poland, Turkey, Czech Republic, and Slovakia, and South Africa, it is produced in Warsaw and Manisa. For Germany and Northern Europe, Nutella is produced at the Ferrero plant in Stadt Allendorf, I'm assuming, which has been in existence since 1956. Nutella entered the Russian market and also has a production plant in Vladimir. Ferrero also has a plant in Pocos de Caldas, Brazil, which supplies the Brazilian market, with part of the production being exported overseas. I just lost my nut. It is also manufactured in Turkey and exported to countries like India. Global production in 2013 was about 350,000 tons. I like how tons is spelled N-N-E-S. Processing. Nutella is described as a chocolate and hazelnut spread, although it is mostly made of sugar and palm oil. The manufacturing process for this food item is very similar to a generic production of chocolate spread. Nutella is made from sugar, modified palm oil, hazel. Yeah, I know. Come on. We've read all of the ingredients from all of the countries. What are you guys doing? The process of making this spread begins with the extraction of cocoa powder from the cocoa bean. These cocoa beans are harvested from cocoa trees and are left to dry for about 10 days before being shipped for processing. Typically, cocoa beans contain approximately 50% of cocoa butter. Therefore, they must be roasted to reduce the cocoa bean into a liquid form. This step is not sufficient for turning cocoa bean into... I like how they say for turning cocoa bean. I want to see the for turning the cocoa bean into a chocolate paste, but the way they make it sound like it's a person, like that's a nickname for it. Cocoa bean is the name of it. This step is not sufficient for turning cocoa bean into a chocolate paste. And I sound weird because it solidifies at room temperature. I'm starting it over. This step is not sufficient for turning cocoa bean into a chocolate paste because it solidifies at room temperature and would not be spreadable. After the initial roast, the liquid paste is sent to presses, which are used to squeeze the butter out of the cocoa bean. The final products are round discs of chocolate made of pure compressed cocoa. The cocoa butter is transferred elsewhere so it can be used in other products. Hell yeah. The second process involves the hazelnuts. Once the hazelnuts have arrived at the processing plant, a quality control is issued to inspect the nuts so they are suitable for processing. A guillotine is used to chop the nuts to inspect the interior. After this process, the hazelnuts are cleaned and roasted. A second quality control is issued by a computer-controlled blast of air, which removes the bad nuts from the batch. This ensures that each jar of Nutella is uniform in its own look and taste. Approximately 50 hazelnuts can be found in each jar of Nutella as claimed by the company. That's very cool. 50 hazelnuts. Okay. Actually, it's not that many considering how big the package is. I don't care. It's still delicious. The cocoa powder is then mixed with the hazelnuts, along with the sugar, vanillin, and skim milk in a large tank until it becomes a paste-like spread. Modified palm oil is then added to help retain the solid phase of the Nutella at room temperature, which substitutes for the butter found in the cocoa bean. Whey powder is then added to the mix to act as a binder for the paste. Whey powder is an additive commonly used in spreads to prevent the coagulation of the product because it stabilizes the fat emulsions. Similarly, lecithin, a form of fatty substance found in animal and plant tissues, is added to help emulsify the paste. You like this? When I actually move around pistachio shells in the background. That's kind of cool. Where was I? The fat emulsions, lecithin, form of fatty substance, the paste as it promotes homogenized mixing of the different ingredients, allowing the paste to become spreadable. It also aids the lipophilic properties of the cocoa powder, which again keeps the product from separating. Vanillin is added to enhance the sweetness of the chocolate. The finished product is then packaged. What the fuck is vanillin? They brought it up before, but why doesn't it have an A? It ends with an I and vanillin. It sounds like how Snoop would pronounce villain almost. Storage. The label states that Nutella does not need to be refrigerated. This is because the large quantity of sugar in the product acts as a preservative to prevent the growth of microorganisms. More specifically, the sugar acts as a preservative by binding the water in the product, which prevents the microorganisms from growing. Okay, cool. Refrigeration causes Nutella to harden because it contains fats from the hazelnuts. When nut fats are placed in cold temperatures, they become too hard to spread. Hazelnuts contain almost 91% monounsaturated fat, which are known to be liquid at room temperature and solidify at refrigerator temperatures. Room temperature allows the product to have a smooth and spreadable consistency because the monounsaturated oils from the hazelnut are liquid in this state. In addition, the palm oil used in Nutella does not require refrigeration because it contains high amounts of saturated fat and resists becoming rancid. The remaining ingredients in Nutella, such as cocoa, skimmed milk powder, soy lecithin, and vanillin, also do not require refrigeration. And class action lawsuit. In the U.S., Ferrero was sued in a class action for false advertising leading to consumer inferences that Nutella has nutritional and health benefits from advertising claims that Nutella was part of a nutritious breakfast. Oh, go fuck yourself, dude. Frosted Flakes is supposedly part of a nutritious breakfast, right? In April 2012, Ferrero agreed to pay a $3 million settlement, up to $4 per jar, for up to 5 years per customer. The settlement also required Ferrero to make changes to Nutella's labeling and marketing, including television commercials and their website. Let's look at some Nutella pictures in the gallery. Fuck yeah, buddy, there's some Nutella over Belgian waffles. What else we got? Oh, Nutella pancakes. Holy fuck, dude, look at those. I gotta eat something. What is that? Grilled Nutella sandwich, right on. Nutella filling in a biscotti. Alright, you're kind of going backwards now, to be honest. Even though it's pretty good. Nutella custard. Nutella fucking cake, dude. Wow. Nutella filled Zipole. And that was all of them. Let's go back to look at the Nutella pancakes, if anything, right? I'm just gonna stare at this for a little bit, if you don't mind.